Okay, and hello. Today this video, we are going to be doing the main scripting of the UI. So if my UI actually shows here, we're going to be doing the wave. Oh, I have this so many times on Alt Tab. There we go. So we're going to have the remaining updating, wavy updating, health, and money. And also in this, we are going to do the tile map. So getting you set up so you can create your own map, basically with the tile assets you had imported earlier. Quick note: the remaining probably won't update. I don't think it will actually get updating, but the code will be there in place. So when we get the spawning going, it should start working. Let's get into this. In scripts, we're gonna create a new script. This is gonna be the game manager. This is literally going to be like the main hub of each game. If you're in the, well, you should be in Unity 2017. This will change its logo or icon. It's fine, just don't worry. Some people get really worried when it starts changing it. So if I open up the script, when the script opens, it was open. Okay, let's delete all this stuff. When I start, I always delete the stuff they give you there, because I just like to have know myself. So first off, we want to give, so we can update this UI. All the values which we are going to be updating from are in the game manager. So we're going to first assign them here. So as they're gonna be accessed by another script, because we're going to make a second script which is just for updating the UI. So as these variables are going to be accessing from that script, we need to make them public. So we're going to have one for the health. Health. I'm just quickly getting that up. Okay, so one for health. You can have another one for money. Oh, see, I've put a comma here. This basically means this variable here will be the exact same, another public int. One for the current wave number run. And then, so we've got money, health, wave, health, money, remaining. So as your remaining, we don't need a variable called for. We just set it from some other things in the spawning script. Okay, so save this, Control S, set back into Unity. Let this do its little ding compiling thing. And then, oh, it already is already here. There you go, boom. So now if we create a new script, this would be the UI update script. Update. And open that one up. Okay, and again, delete all this inside stuff, because I don't like it. Let me just get up my thingy on the other monitor. Okay. So first, we will need to access a new sort of namespace here at the top. So just do using Unity engine.ui. This will give us access to the text components, such as here we have Here we have text. Here's a button. This is the image with a button on it. So this will give us access to that. And then, so now we need to at the top to have the text sort of stored in a variable. So this is not going to be used in any other script, but we still want to see it in the inspector, so we can drag it in. So if we do a sterilize field, then private text, and so these are going to be each different text. So we're going to have a health text, money text. I'm currently just copying this. Health text, money text, wave button, because later on we'll be changing this wave button for fast and slow. Left text is the remaining, and wave text is that one there. I put underscore text so I can clearly know this is the text component what we're looking for. And then, so now we need to access the game manager script. So that will be another private variable. Game manager. I call it GM. You can call it whatever. Just something you can remember later on. And then, yeah, that'll be it for now for the variables. Later on, we will add on to this when there's more things to update, more things to get from. So first, we're just gonna have a public void. This public void, update buttons. So this is public because we want to call it from some other scripts. So whenever we want to update the button, wave button here, we'll just call this void, and it will change the text around and change it to fast and slow. Okay, and then we're gonna have another one is public void pause. This is gonna be the pause button. So when you press pause, you call this void, and it will check if it is or not, and then pause it and display extra stuff. And then the main one at the top, not to be public, just void update. So this is the one what runs every frame, and this will be the main one we use for updating the text. So first, let's start off with the health. So I want to go health text, and then inside, so if I go to Unity, click on health. So inside the health, we see text component. This is what we've got currently. But then inside the text component, we want to go to text. So you do, oh, that is not, boom. We go dot text, and it equals, and then now we just want to get the number from over here, from game manager script, because we named at the top GM. So GM dot health. And you see there's an error. This basically means we've always got to have some sort of string in there when you put in text. So there is different ways. The way I tend to do it is just do plus and 2 speed marks. Oh, actually, I have just thought something. Don't do that. Remove that. Keep. So have the speech marks, then the plus at the front, because this is going to be overriding the whole of text. So inside these speech marks, you want health equals. Remember to have a space at the end, so that your number isn't like right next to this. Because this will be updating the whole thing. We need to include the health at the beginning. And then so if we do the same for wave text dot text equals wave space equals space plus now exercise our game manager wave number. So this will be this one, what one we're currently on. And then we can do the money text equals money plus gm dot money. So that will do the money there. Now if I save these, go into Unity. Once it's done its thing, okay, so now we're going to add these into the script manager. So we should have a script manager, which is just an empty game object floating around. I like to recenter mine, so I just click transform reset right in the center, and we want to drag in game manager and UI update. So now we've got these things to fill in. So we start with the UI update. We got all the texts to fill in. So on our canvas, in game, we should be able to just drag these straight in. Health, money, wave button. Wave button is actually underneath the button as a child. Left is remaining here. Wave text is this one. And then now we want to get the game manager, and we know the game manager is under scripts manager. So just drag that in there, and it'll get it for us. What's up here? So now, if we press play, it should replace this to 0. There you go. See there on 0. And if you click on your script manager and change this, say we're on wave 10. See, it updates and changes there. I've just seen also some clipping. My things off clip. And if we change our money to like David 1000, boom. Updates live, and so we had like 1 to 3 health. Remaining we will do when we've done our AI spawning script, because this will access some arrays from that, which I'll explain later on. So that is the UI updating in live time. negative health. Let me just go to my plan. Okay, so now we've done the updating of the UI. It's really simple. We're gonna go onto the tile map. This is the main new big feature of Unity 2017 hype. It was basically before you couldn't have tile maps, which meant it made it you had to like code your own one, and if you were previously looking up old tile dance tutorials, they would go through some very complicated ways just to make this. Now it's added in, it's a lifesaver. So if you go over to window and then go down to tile palette, and this is coming to my monitor. Hello, it's over here. Let's put it at there. I'll put it just where my game is seen now, because we don't need. At the moment we won't need to see them. Later on we'll move it. So this we got create new palette there, new palette and drop down, and some tools up here. These are the tools you're going to use when you come to painting it in the scene. And this is, say if you have different tile palettes, they'll be here, and here's where the tile is. So first we're just going to create a new tile palette. We're going to call this map, and then just leave this all as it is. Create. Now it's going to ask for a folder. This is why we made the tile maps folder. You click on it, select folder. And just wait for Unity to create all its files. And if we head into tile maps, voila, we got map. And now it should say map here, and drag tile, sprite, and stuff like that, assets here. So this is where we're going to drag our sprites in. So if you go into your sprites, so all of my tiles are all this except my tower. I don't want my tower. You should just shift select them all and then drag them in, and you'll see this sort of square grid pop up now. Just let go wherever, doesn't matter. And now we get the select folder again. So we go to select tile maps folder again, select folder. Depending how many you have, depending how long it's going to take. I don't know how long it's going to take, so I'll be back once it's done. Okay, looks like it is done. Let's see. Can I click on Unity? Yes, I can. Okay. So you see all your things in a odd order, random order, all placed here. This is where we're going to select which tile we want to do. In here you can move it around, and you can make sort of set tiles where you select that and paint like that 3x1, but I just find painting one at a time is just so much easier. Trying to move them around is too much hassle. So let's drag this tile palette window by dragging the name here. and we're going to just put it by the inspector, because that's we're not going to use the inspector. And scroll to zoom out and zoom back in. You can hold middle mouse to pan around. Okay, so now we're going to start designing the map. The first thing we need to start designing the map is the prefab, which was created for us in the tile map folder. Just get the map, drag it into there, and now we've got this big ass grid. This grid is unlimited, goes really far away. There's no like actual center point of it. Like, there's no proper center point. Sort of it is there, but like keeps on going on forever. And each grid is where we can place a tile. And this comes on to also why I said we have to like make it set numbers like 100 by 100 and 200 200. So it's a perfect square, because then later on when we come to working out tile placement, it'll just make it a whole load easier. Okay, so now we're going to be using the tools up here to paint this on. So make sure you have your map selected. Head over to your tile palette window and just select this sort of brush. And then, well, actually first just do the background. So if we set this box, and then this is going to be the base background of the map. So mine's sort of going to be grass. So next I'll select the box, I can go from the top corner and just drag all the way to the bottom corner here. Didn't even work. Something I've done wrong here. What have I done? Let me try and figure out what I've done. Oh, I know what I've done. I don't know why. I had this before. For some reason, if you go on your prefab where we've got the map here, there's a layer 1. Under here, there is a tile map renderer. For some reason, it's disabled by default. Just tick this block here, blocks. Boom. That's that thing. So if I quickly remove that, let me just rub this out. Where's my tile palette? You don't need to do this, it's just grab, undo. So I just want to show you what the sort of thing looks like. So let me just drag my prefab back in there, and now enable the renderer map. Okay, so you just, the square sort of do from this corner. See, now it's done to a square towards my mouse. So I go from one out from the camera to the upside, and now this is done in the background. So if we go on a game, all corners are covered, there's no little gaps where they can quickly show the edge of the map. And then, so now we're going to use this paintbrush and paint the track. So you can see I can place these anywhere. Corners, some different corners. That's a little corner there. Kind of go around there. And if I get my other one, look at that. See how it lines the circle now. So with your tile thing here, create the map you want for easy. And I'll be back once I've completed my map for easy. Okay, I have just finished my map. Just adding the last like 3 extra tiles. You see I've gone off, same with the background, one away from the camera. This is just in case there is a sort of edge where they can see. So if the camera went over a little bit over, they could see past it and it would just be like a black colour around. So just to stop that. And also another thing to think about is the tileset I have downloaded is the track is 3 wide. So it doesn't really affect anything like if you're struggling to follow along with the tutorial, but it just means that I had a little bit less space, and if you wanted to make it bigger, we just go to our camera and we just make the camera bigger. So under click on camera, and we go, where is it? It's somewhere here. Size. Change the size up, and then you should just scale the canvas. So click on the canvas, change it back to camera like that. But I had enough space, so no need for me to change mine. Put that back to how it was. Okay. I just need to fix this one tile here. Map, tile palette, that one, paintbrush, boom. Okay, so this is my map. So we I think next we should get the waypoints, because now we know the map layout. So we won't need this tile palette anymore, so you can switch back to inspector and click one of these to get rid of this old paint tool. There, that's gone. Okay, so the waypoints are literally just empty game objects in the scene. So if I right click here, create empty, I'm going to rename this to waypoints. This is going to just neaten up the hierarchy so we can easily find our waypoints. And then I'm going to go to transform and reset. So this is at 0, 0, 0. And then while right clicking on waypoints, we're going to create another empty. This is going to be 1. So this is going to be the first waypoint. And I'm going to give it a, under this is a square. These are little icons, so you can see it here. So say if we gave it little blue, these blue squares show, these top ones here show the name of the object, and these ones just as diamonds and circles. And now I'm going to move mine down to here. Actually now I'll have it on the corner here. Yeah, now this next part comes up to your how precise you want it. Like, say like here, say if I, to make an X waypoint option, do Control D, which is the same as right click and doing duplicate. I'm just gonna rename this to 2 and move this one up here. So you can see first off with this, my waypoint 1 and waypoint 2 are different on the X. So you see if the guy came up here, he would go along and he would go a bit to the left and go up. So if, it depends how like exact you want it. I'm gonna try and do mine exact. So they will go in straight lines. So I'm gonna put it in the middle here, and remember everything. Mine's 100 by 100, so this square should be 1. So I'm just gonna change this to 6 point. There you go. So it's always gonna be a 0.5 if it's the middle of the square. And then I go up to number 2 and change this to minus 6.5 again. So now that's a perfect straight line between waypoint 1 and waypoint 2. Now if I do Control D in waypoint 2, rename it to 3, and then just move on the red arrow along to about where I want roughly it to be on this corner, and now see this number is be 0.5. And then Control D again, changes to 4, and then just move down the top arrow off the edge of the screen, there. And then just going to change the Y, because there's another Y, to minus 5.5, so it's solid center of that tile. See, so now mine only has 4 waypoints. You can have how many? You can have like 1,000 waypoints if you want to make like a pretty smooth curve, like at 20,000 different waypoints. You can. It's fine. Doesn't matter how many waypoints. It will work with as many or as little as you have. Well, you couldn't work with 1 waypoint because they would just go to it and be finished. So yeah, at least 2 waypoints, and then there's no real limit of the amount of waypoints you can have. Okay, so that is pretty much it set up. We have the waypoints done. Oh, I've just thought of one thing quickly to the waypoints. We want to move these up and away from the tile map, because at the moment the Z is all 0, map Z0. And if we go on 2D into 3D mode, we can see the flush with the map. This will become a problem with spawning the enemies. They'll be like behind or in front some points of the map. So if we just click on the waypoints pair at the top, change the set to 1, should be just 1, and back one. My bad. Oh, that's not negative one. Negative one's that. So now it's in front of the scene. Switch back into 2D. It looks no different here, but it will save us like confusion of why they're disappearing later on. And so in the next video, we should hopefully be setting up the enemy's AI. So like getting the prefab going, get the AI walking around, get the other ones spawning. And I'll explain to you what, like, why we're doing it this way and that. Save project. In case like I crash, turn off power cut, never know. So I'll see you guys in the next video.